I've made a little route on the computer, which then syncs with the phone, and the phone you ping it over to the Garmin XT, which is all a bit high tech for me. So there it is. It's just a quick little ride over to my daughter's. Nothing special. Let's see if that works. And off we go. So yeah, that'll be something like that. So what have I bought a Garmin XT? Well, we're off to northern Spain and Portugal for a tour on the robots. You know, it's one of those ones that's been put off for 2 bloody years because of COVID, and we finally got round to doing it in about a month. So what I did, I went with a friend up to a motorcycle shop up in Lincolnshire, and he wanted to buy a crash helmet, so I went along for the ride, and I thought, well, I can try out the sat nav. I borrowed off a friend, and it kept freezing. It didn't work very well. I was getting on a bit. It's a proper bike one, but it didn't last very long before it froze. I also run my phone parallel with the sat nav, and we had a few little issues with things like losing signal, and it all goes a bit blurry, doesn't it? So people say, oh, download the maps. Yeah, we can't download the bloody maps for everywhere in Spain and Portugal, can you? So anyway, so by the time I got up to this shop, I was getting pissed off with the, you know, the sat nav and the phone. So I thought, bugger it, you know, they've got one of these in there, 350 quid. Also, my mate has got one who we're going with, and it all sounds a bit technical and high tech, but you plan your routes on whatever you want to do on your phone or your iPad, and then you ping it over to Garmin Drive, and then Garmin Drive pings it into the sat nav. And I thought, oh Jesus, that sounds complicated, but it's actually bloody easy, really. So anyway, I thought, while I was in the shop, they got one of these, I bought it. So now I'm running the same system as him, but they also said it works off-road. So here I am, poodling along nice and slowly, because I've got no gear on, to see if it does, and it does work off-road. Look, it's not got the detail of an OS map, but it's got the rock steady Garmin sort of signal all the time.
Well, I prefer planning on the computer just because of my tired old eyes. So if it's off-road, I'll use Ordnance Survey, or I could use Outdoor Active, or if it's a road trip, I'd probably use My Route app. And they all sync up with the phone so that the route is in the phone, ready to go. So I quickly made a route up on Outdoor Active just to pop over and see my daughter, and a little bit of off-road and a little bit of tarmac, and just to test it out, see how it works. So click on the route you want, Brook to Lucy's, hit more, bottom right hand corner, then export GPX. Then click on Garmin Drive, make sure the XT is on, then hit send. If it's not on, it will store it and send it when it's next connected. New tracks received, hit OK. There you go, simple as that.
If I go somewhere where I need to look at the Ordnance Survey, I can always pull my phone out of the pocket and have a look at that. So we'll pull out of this lane soon, and we'll do a bit of tarmac. So I'm going to ride by this byway here and see if it gets all pissed off and agitated. So there's a lot of these navigation systems, you've got to go back to the point you put in, otherwise they throw all their toys at the pram. But I'll see what it does. It seems to be leaving a purple dotted line behind it now. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be too bothered about me missing out part of the trail, the track. Kevin. So now it's tarmac all the way to my daughter's. Oh yeah, so another thing I've just noticed, I haven't got any reading glasses on. So yeah, I can see miles. I mean, I can see the sun, how much bloody further do you need to see? But What I can't do is read the paper and read screens, so yeah, I've just realised I don't need the glasses on there, so that's a bonus. You can set it up so you've got music playing, directions being called out, but I choose not to have all that on. I've got my centre on for my music, and I've got the missus saying, you should have turned right there, you should have turned left there. So last thing I want is two people telling me I've gone the wrong way. 4 of us going, 2 couples off to Spain and Portugal, and yeah, so the last thing I want is indoors.
Say a command.
Oh, now what's going on? Say a command. All right.
Say a command.
Whip me, call me dirty names. So overall, it's very clear, very easy to use. I've kind of gone off sat-navs a little bit over the last few years, having been running the car all the bloody time. Where Google Maps is probably better, but again, it weren't so good the other day when I was in the middle of Lincolnshire with no signal. But yeah, expensive as it is, at least I'm running the same system as my mate. So at the moment I'll give it a thumbs up. give it a few more miles and then I might change my mind, but we'll see. Seems to work alright. So why have I got this stupid bit of thread around here? Well, just in case. It shouldn't come off, but you never know. That would save it, maybe.
Well, it's really good on the road, but as for off-road, we'll give it a bit longer, see how we get on.